guys, it's a History Nerd, and we are back with another exciting episode of Europa Universalis 4, Great Britain. Now, it's been a while, but I believe where we last left off, Portugal was at war with us again for stupid reasons. Yes, the Portuguese conquest of Fiji. Oh, so they actually want Fiji. And we are actually winning this war. We're sitting at a whopping 21%. So that's exciting. Why do they want Fiji? That I don't know. They don't have any troops there though, so joke's on them. What we should be trying to do, I guess, then, is looking for where we're engaging with them. And we've got the British Columbian military going there, but I mean, it's not really enough. And the British-Mexican army is up there, but the Spanish army there will obviously counter it. We got no units there. Our army, as big as it is sitting back there. But the key here is this war score. We're sitting at 21%. So we've got a lot of people on our side here, including Persia, which I didn't realize. But it looks like they're doing a pretty good job of taking on the Indian bits of Portugal. So that's exciting. We've got Muscovy, who I don't think is doing anything against the Portuguese, but they could make a play for the Philippines, perhaps, or perhaps they'll just sit there not doing any. Oh, well, I guess. Oh, that's Muscovy there, but it's occupied by the Spanish. It's okay, though. The Muscovites and the Persians are coming in. So there is, or I guess Ming's on our side in this war. Nope, that's definitely Muscovy. That's definitely Ming. So Muscovy owns a big chunk of random bits. Oh, no, this is all Muscovy. I stand corrected. Thought that was China, but it isn't. Muscovy really needs to get a hold of Novgorod so they can form Russia. At this stage, I don't think that's really a good limiting factor for forming Russia. I'd say Muscovy could easily become Russia without requiring one little chunk of Sweden. Regardless, we're just going to continue. And there's really not much that we can do. Siege of Jakarta, so there's that. We're just basically letting our allies fight through this war, which is why we're fighting this war on speed 4. And if we take a look, they're at 26. I think we're at 24. We're going to be at 24. So we're slowly catching up in our military ways, which is good. The coffee production in one of our colonies has come into focus. It seems that it generates quite a lot of money, perhaps too much without being properly taxed. So we will, we'll just leave it. We'll just leave it be. And yes, if you can hear my cat in the background, he just came home today. I just picked him up from the cat sitters from when I was in Maui, so he's kind of meowy. So yeah, if you hear him, I don't know, deal with it. There's not much I can do about it. There's not really any buildings we can build, but we could. Oh no, we're still dealing with those loans. 4 loans though, that's not bad. That's not bad at all. So we'll just deal with repaying those and keeping the war score where it is. Now, unfortunately, their war enthusiasm is still high, so the chances of them white piecing here aren't really all that great, but we can certainly try. Oh, I guess Muscovy's the war leader. So, yeah, we're entirely counting on Muscovy here to make the peace, which, thinking about it, could be a bad thing. Let's see. Oh, well, they did get people there. Damn. Administrative points. I think... No, really, what we need is the diplomatic one, right? Anything that takes diplomatic points. Additional diplomats. And that's not really what we're looking for. But it is a possibility. It's still coming along nicely. Our efforts to develop a Sunda go on, but now some of the settlers have rejected our capital city and begun establishing a new settlement. More tax? More settlements, more tax. That's what I like. So yeah, unfortunately with Fiji gone and captured, there's really not much we can do to recapture it. So, what is my current mission anyway? It is Spain has a larger army. We're just going to cancel that mission. We don't need to worry about getting a larger army than Spain. Revolts. Okay, yeah. All of these captured lands, well, that's fine. There can be Spanish peasant revolts the world over, and I couldn't care less. So, yeah, that's a thing. Oh, look at that. Oh, this is all occupied by Spain. Right. I'm on the trolley now. Needless to say, it has been a while. So, you know, brushing off the rust here. Well, let's unpause it while I sit around, drink, and, you know, generally be merry. Oh. They're actually landed. I mean, it's okay. We're not going to fight them. Or, we're not going to fight them. We are going to fight them. Octavius, the first Lancaster Renelru, 316. Good. Those military points mean we're going to be getting 10 a month, which is super duper helpful. What do we got here? Portuguese Patriots. Yeah, that's... You know what? Just go. That's going to happen. And then we got peasants in Fiji as well. Or possibly. Well, that's good. That'll give the freaking Portuguese military there something to deal with. And if these guys wind up defecting back to Portugal, so be it. At least Muscovy has some colonists going there, so that's a thing. Let's see. Lose 10 Republican contrition, gain 5% liberty desire. We will, and what are you at, a 141? We'll give you guys a new diplomatic candidate. There we go. Sure, that's a little bit of prestige loss, which sucks. But, okay, that's fine. Spanish peasants aren't a concern of mine. Okay. Oh, excellent. So you're a real colony now. That's exciting. Normally I would plop down a fort there, but as it stands, those military points are better spent on technology. Yeah, we'll keep that guy. And let's see, are there other places we could send colonists? Of course there are. How many have we got? We've got 3. So I'm really tempted to go hog wild here with my colonists, and I think I could pull that off. Is there anything leading up to? Those have been captured. Okay, yeah, well, let's go with these 3 islands then. There, and there. Sure, that's going to be expensive, but we can afford it. Speaking of expensive things, let us get rid of one of those massive loans. They're all at 4% interest, so that's good. And yeah, we should be getting more money now. National decisions available. Colonial expansion. Promote colonial expansion by introducing a resettlement program. Yeah, okay. And colonial restrictions. Increase control over your colonies by imposing strict rules in regards to trade and production. Which would what? Production efficiency and stability chance. That's fine. But yeah, I think we're going to go with the colonial expansion. That would be a good idea. Okay, so Tinamaru has gone back to Portugal. It's not a surprise. They're Portuguese after all, but we do have a core on them. So that's even excitinger. While we're doing this, is there any way to support rebels? Whereabouts? I think these Kathawari nationalists might be a good bet to support. Rakjat, and Kathawari. Although, to be fair, that area is already well covered by my Persian allies, or basically Russia's Persian allies. So I don't know if I really want to get involved too much in that. We do have Spain, who we could also see. What have we got? Cantonese peasants, actually. Or patriots. In Hainan. Let's take a look out there. That would be right there. Well, that doesn't really... So what else was here? Sindhi nationalists. Again, I don't really want to go crazy in there. Marwar. Yeah. We'll wait, and we'll see what Persia winds up getting out of the deal. And if it's, you know, anything worth it. Might as well use these guys. We got quite a lot of men just sitting there. Okay. And that took care of them, so now we can march back. Are you guys going to follow? Yes. We can actually just go straight on into Erie here. And we're not going to stay. You guys are heading into Allegheny. Siege down there. Peasants or rebels or whatever you want to call them. You can call them that. Those guys are just doing a little march around. Thankfully, oh, well, they'll hit the Iroquois army and absolutely be able to decimate them. But, although apparently they're not fighting the Iroquois army. There we go. We caught them. And that's that. Back into Potawatomi. Or over here to help out the 5 colonies. That might be a better idea. Into Mohican there. And we'll help with that. We got some rebels going up there. That's fine. Because you see, with them being rebels, sure, we don't have any sort of war score on it. That's fine. Because it's still a bunch of rebels that New Spain is going to have to deal with sooner than later. Although, wow, this is obviously the area of interest in the war is British Mexico, which is concerning. It's the jewel of the empire at the moment. We don't really want Spain taking pieces out of it. Sabotage reputation. God damn it. Because we're going to need to re-annex them at some point. Let's get you guys back into London. Oh, no, wait. Looks like the Spanish are actually landing troops here. Not a lot, mind you. But the concern is they're still very far ahead of us in tech level. So let's actually go that way. We'll wait, actually, for your morale to get up. Should almost be done. There we go. Let's march. But I mean, with a 4-to-1 advantage. You know, they're not going to last too long. Well, we got a technology. We can do a grain depot. So we'll do that. Which will get us up to improved production. Yay! And we're getting close to the Armée Blanche Cavalry, or the Latin Dragoons, or the Latin Hussars. So that's good. Or Hussars, however you wish to pronounce it. I prefer who, because it's fun to say. I would like more military ideas. I really would. But we need the military tech. We gotta get that up. So we can't go willy-nilly spending on military advancements, or, you know, military ideas. We need the better tech. Let's go ahead and take a look at our cavalry options. For a long time in Western Europe, cavalry was the prince of the battlefield. The heavily armored knights would deliver murderous cavalry charges. However, in the east, opponents like the Ottoman Turks, who came from a steppe tradition, had lighter armed cavalry which was more suitable for skirmishing. These units showed their worth at the Battle of Adrianople when the last Great Crusade, with the cream of Latin nobility, were shattered by the Ottoman light cavalry and janissaries. So that's Hungarian hussars, or hussars. We got the dragoons, which I much prefer just the fighting style. The Army Blanche relied primarily on cold steel. So I think I'm going to go with the dragoons. With the short musket or carbine. The dragon. Yeah, so in the 17th century, a new type of cavalry called dragoons was created. Dragoons were basically infantry who transported themselves by horse. The name of the dragoon comes from the weapon they carried, a short type of musket or a carabine called dragon. Dragoons were widely used by all European nations, mostly because they were cheaper than normal cavalry. I like it, and the offensive fire, shock, and offensive morale looks good. So the hussars are balanced, and yeah, it looks like the Army Blanche is more for shock or morale, whereas the dragoons are for fire and morale. And looking at it, it would appear that the Army Blanche cavalry is better because they do have a bit of offensive fire and a lot of defensive fire, whereas the shock of the dragoons is limited. So maybe we'll have to go that route. So while the hussars, Well, the Hussar cavalry presented the balance between fire and shock, and the Dragoon cavalry relied primarily on their muskets, the Army Blanche cavalry relied primarily on cold steel. The bold charges of these units could shatter enemy formations. So we'll go with that. Even though it's not really what I would normally go with. Man, we've got quite a lot of infantry in these armies. 30,000, yeah, we could probably do to get about 4,000 more cavalry in there, but that's neither here nor there. We won't worry about it for now. Siege of Wessex. Oh, damn. Oh, damn it, that is a big military there, too. Okay. Yeah, that is going, but not really going fast enough. Come on, Russia. How about we get a peace deal going here? Give them Fiji. I have a feeling it's going to happen. We'll just have to deal with it. Because now with the Spanish here, this is not good at all. We're going to wind up falling apart. And then I would imagine Newfoundland and New France will be battling over something soon. They aren't already. Nope. Well, it looks like one of my colonies got damaged. I would imagine it is that guy, probably completely destroyed. Which is a shame, but we'll just send the colonists back. I'd like these to, obviously, to complete. We could use the base way out east here. New governor in Newfoundland. We'll keep a diplomatic candidate, and maybe, just maybe, with a diplomatic candidate, they won't go crazy. We have made the wise decision to favor quantity over quality. However, the new, larger army has the unforeseen problem of finding it harder to spot officers of talent among the masses. Yay. Hopefully that'll improve. Persia's done well. I appreciate that. But, I think now it's kind of... Well, we were victorious there. I wouldn't really recommend going there, Cornwall. Well, I guess we might as well follow. No, well, instead we'll get chewed to pieces. Yay. And now we wait, basically, for the utmost importance, for Russia to make amends with... this is going to happen a lot. for Russia to make amends with the Portuguese and figure out some sort of... We'll go military gift to the state. We will put that in the true... No, we won't. We will gain prestige with it. And the siege of Gloucestershire. Might as well go to it. Although we can see that it's basically Spain taking more of England. So I'm not sure what will happen now. Maybe Ireland will be forced to be released. I don't really know. But I think I can safely say it's not looking well for England. How are these guys doing? Lots of losses. Thankfully, our manpower pool is wide open and able to get those guys back. 1733 was a particularly good year for Great Britain due to good harvests generating higher incomes than ever before. We'll invest it, I guess. We could use the administration tech. We really need the military tech, though. Oxfordshire, yeah, this is just gonna be a cakewalk, really. It's all up to what Muscovy is going to try and get out of this. Try to get out of this peace deal, basically. There should be something, some button. For me to allow the AI to negotiate peace for me, but I guess it doesn't really matter with them leading anyway. We can't... We'll have to keep them. We can't just keep throwing prestige away like it's free, because it isn't, and we need it. Now we can probably take that handedly. I say probably, but let's see. Military candidate considering the situation that they're in. Come on, yes, there we go. That's a victory. Take that, Portugal. Fortunately, there's not much else can be done with that army. Crete. You've got to be kidding me. That's a sign of where we're at in the world when Crete is like, we're gonna mess with England. It's not good. The only people we've got is the Muscovites. That's it. London's been captured. We really want peace now, so how about go to the other one. There we go. Well, I don't know how they were able to do it, but Moscow got a white piece out of them. So, to show my appreciation. No. Well, we could probably do with an improve in relations. So we'll do that. But what I actually wanted to do was just that. We'll send him a gift when we can. For being so awesome. Although that doesn't really matter. And what we should be doing is repaying our loans anyway. So it shouldn't be too much longer and we'll be able to repay that. And we can. So we'll just repay the next one on the list. We'll send you back to London and we will repay that loan. Perfect. Slowly but surely we're coming back around here. Big old chunk of manpower, that's good. And I think this basically represents the majority of my military. Yeah, I think it does. Well, we've got to get the the loans paid off before we can do anything there. And this guy, we should work on relations. There we go. We should work on improving relations here. And yeah, I'm impressed. So we didn't really lose much out of that whole ordeal. And now it's just a matter of getting our military tech back up on par with the Portuguese and the Spanish. All right, so the Portuguese obviously have a claim on that, and it looks like they were able to take the Russian colony, or started producing their own colony there. Which is, it's a little annoying, but you know what? I mean, colonies out here, they're not really doing much now. So, yeah. I think we're going to work on getting our proper fleet built. So at least 75% of our force limit, our naval force limit, we currently have 27 out of 141 ships. And most of those ships are there, except I think for one right there, a heavy frigate on the Gold Coast. You know what? That's just a waste of money at the moment. Not useful. We will need to increase our trade presence here. That's for sure. But in the meantime, it's just not possible. We got enough problems to worry about at home. We'll leave it be. In fact, let's take a look at our subjects here. And what is this, 5 colonies? They're currently sitting at 19%. So the only, I mean, the Liberty Desire, we can sort by that. It's mainly Newfoundland. And even that isn't all that high. And it's got a very small military power. So yeah, we're going to keep him so we don't lose out on the prestige, because that is a big problem. We need to get that back in the positives at least. Because this, combined with our horrible military tech, is meaning we are just getting slaughtered when we go to war. I also think if I want to actually get these colonies going, I'm going to need a military presence. So it might be better to keep pushing in Africa, come to think of it. Because we'll be able to build up a large enough military here quickly. Just 5,000 troops, basically, to make sure the natives don't go crazy there. Something to consider. But that'll be something to consider for the next video, because I believe this one's gone on for long enough. Recall the diplomat. And how good are things? We're doing pretty good. Let's just make sure we've got everything we can. Dynastic, we do have a royal marriage. It's perfect. So, yeah, I mean, we're just going to keep Muscovy in our sphere and look for people we can add. Obviously, nobody that Muscovy is going to want to go after. But we could use another, really, I'd like to get another colonial power or another continental power to rival Spain and Portugal. Austria is the best bet, but Austria, they really haven't. Well, we'll try it. Relations. We don't have any diplomats to send. Right, well, Christopher Bembo will be back, and when he is back, I'll send him to Austria to start improving relations. Yeah, no, let's raise taxes. Austria is probably looking for allies against Spain, and it's common knowledge in this world that the Iberian Peninsula is the enemy of Great Britain. So, yeah, that's not... Crete again? Are you kidding me? Who are you allied with? Nobody. For some reason, you've made us a rival. Military power of 26. What we might do is actually go in there and declare war on Crete, because they're just being a bother. They don't really have anything we want, but the prestige we'd get would be very helpful. And it's a great excuse to get working on a better navy. So yeah, I think that'll be the next episode will be us building up an invasion fleet to go after Crete. And 2 little transports are not going to be enough for that, but that'll be next game. So I'll just save that guy. Thumbs up if you have enjoyed this. Leave your comments, questions, concerns, thoughts, jokes, musings, what have you below. Thank you all very much for watching, and we'll see you next time.